My next guest takes on Adam Piccolotti coming up here at Bellator 206 on September 29th. Of course, I'm talking about the intense one, James Terry, back here on the program. James, what's going on?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing well. It's good to talk to you again. Where am I getting you today? I see you're with the family. You heading out? Where are you going to today?
Yeah, we're going to a little party. Wave, Zoe. This is my culprit that came on stage with me last time. Zoe, flex for him. Flex to the camera. Yeah, face. And then I got Tegan back here.
That's my sister.
Yep, that's your sister. Yeah, we're going to a party. We're going to a kid's birthday party. So, yeah.
That's excellent, man. Domestic bliss, as they say, right? So you got to enjoy it.
Yeah, got the wifey driving.
Good stuff, because we don't want you driving. We don't want to get anyone in trouble, right? So that's important.
For
It's
real.
glad to see you in the passenger seat. But you've been on the roll, man. We've done a couple interviews. Your last couple fights, you get a win in your last fight over Don Muhammad. 5th win in a row. You must have been pretty happy with your performance, getting another win there.
Yeah, I was super stoked that I dominated the fight in the fashion that I did. I, of course, wanted to finish. Yeah, I dominated that fight, and I felt real good. Strategically, I pulled off what I wanted to. I would have liked to, I would like to have seen him maybe do some things that would have, favored me when it comes to like him trying to get up a little more and exhaust his resources. That guy's a big, strong guy, so I'm not going to strike with him unless he's compromised. So I took him down and tried to compromise him a little bit, and I almost finished him in that second round. I hit him with I had different buddies counting it. One was like, you hit him with 137 elbows, and another guy was like, you 162, so but yeah, I hit him with a lot of shots, and I learned a lot from that fight, and I've been really working diligently on some of the things that I would like to correct, or I should maybe say be better at.
Yeah. Well, Bellator certainly taking notice, because this is a huge fight, man. You're taking on Adam Piccolotti, who's, a name that we've heard a lot in that division. First off, just, were you surprised to get the opponent, or were you expecting a big name like this?
Man, I've been expecting a big name, for a while. When I was in Strikeforce, they were promoting the hell out of me, as you know. So, Bellator hasn't really promoted me too much. I understand it's a business, but the bottom line is I'm on a win streak. I've won 4 fights in a row, completely dominated all 4 of those fights. I won my last 6 out of 7. The one fight that I lost, it's kind of a fluke. I was dominating that one too, and the guy just caught me. That's why we love this sport. So I'm on a roll, man. I am on a real roll. So I feel like I've earned a big name opponent. And it's kind of funny that I'm getting Adam, because I can't help but feel like he's had a lot of exposure that in some respects I feel like I've earned. He's been on the main card against guys that I don't think are as tough as me. I'm on the prelims fighting juggernauts, so it is what it is, but I'm happy to be fighting him. He's a very tough opponent. He is a name. Bellator's been promoting the hell out of him, and at the same time, this is my chance to show them that, hey, you guys should have been promoting me, not him.
Okay, I like that. I checked I was looking on Tapology. I see this is a 160-pound catch weight. Whose decision was that? Was that something you guys both came to, or did you want the catch weight?
I didn't say anything. They approached me about it. So, I have a feeling that Bellator is going to want me to make a run at the lightweight title. I think the 170-pound division in Bellator is very saturated. There's different algorithms and different websites that have rankings of fighters. And, I'm ranked anywhere from like 12th to 8th to 12th, 8th to 14th, something like that. Don't quote me, in the Bellator division, right? And they just had that tournament. So at first, when I first heard about that, I was like, oh man, I'm right in the bubble. It's an 8-man tournament based on the algorithms and the rankings. Maybe I'll get in there. At the same time, it's not always about, the algorithm and who's the best fighter, right? It's about who's provocative and who's going to make people talk, and who is the name, who has more Instagram followers, unfortunately. And, that's not me. They haven't promoted me. Therefore, the effect of that is I don't have a big following outside of the Bay Area. Everybody in the Bay Area knows me, but I haven't been on TV a whole lot since outside of Strikeforce. I've been on TV once since, 2012. And in Strikeforce, it was like nonstop. almost every fight I was on TV once I got a little roll going on. So, I feel like because the 170-pound division is so saturated with big names, not guys that are better than me, because I'll whoop all those guys. I mean, in my mind, you know what I mean. I'm not saying that I'm not saying I'm untouchable, but I'll tell you one thing: I will give anybody in this division, 170 or 55, a run for their money. And on a good day, things go my way, I'll beat everybody. And I have full faith in that. My coaches have full faith in that. And the stars are aligning for me. I feel like 170 saturated. They're giving me this opportunity to fight Adam, who's a big name, and he's up there in the lightweight division. I feel like the next step after that is possibly another big name lightweight opponent. I established myself. It'll be easier for me to establish myself in the lightweight division because it's not as established, it's not as saturated with big names. Once that happens, then 170 is my home. I feel like I should be right back at 170 fighting top tier talent.
I agree. Lots of implications with this fight, like you said. So just looking at the fight on paper, he's got that 10-2 record. How do you feel like you match up against him?
I think I match up very well against him. I think his strengths are his wrestling. I think his strengths are his grappling. His grappling is phenomenal. And he's a damn good striker. I mean, he trains at AKA. He trains with guys at CSA. He trains with a bunch of dudes that I've trained with. We have many. I'm surprised I've actually never trained with him. It's kind of funny that we've never trained because we have so many training partners in common over the years. But yeah, man, I match up well against everybody. If I didn't tell you that, I should not be fighting.
Right. Yeah. Why sign the paper? Yeah.
Why? Yeah. I mean, I really feel I'm the kind of guy that if I'm going to do something, I'm all in. How you do one thing is how you do everything. And I feel like I could beat anybody. I feel that Adam matches up very well against me. I think I match up well against him. I'm a good challenge for him, man. The two guys that he's lost to are very tough. Those guys are real tough, and he's beat a handful of tough dudes. But at the same time, I don't think he's been spoon-fed a little bit. I think he's been put in the main card to win fights, to on paper be the favorite. And I feel like Bellator knows what's up, and I feel like Bellator knows that he maybe not the favorite now. Maybe they're trying to clear them. Maybe they're trying to get rid of that contract with my boy Adam. And here's the king of the prelims to come sweep them up. Sweep up the crumbs that are left over. I just feel like I'm the gatekeeper, and I don't want to be no gatekeeper. And to get out of that gatekeeping position, I got to beat guys like Adam. So this is my time.
You mentioned having mutual friends of your opponent. Was there anyone who came up to you and maybe said, "Hey, I'm staying out of this one," just because there is some mutual friends there?
No, because I've been out of AKA for a while. I've been trained there for years. Basically, when I left Kung's, or when Kung left Kung's, and then I slowly, left there. I live about an hour and a half away from AKA, so I just made the decision to start training with Gorilla. And at the time, things fell into place. I started training with CSA because they offered me a position as the wrestling coach, which I was the wrestling coach there for 5 years up until last March. But now I'm in a full-time position with Gorilla. I'm actually the manager at Gorilla headquarters in Pleasanton. I recently got my black belt from them in June. Yeah, thank you. I'm really excited about that. And I'm a full-time instructor, and I still have my relationship. I still have my relationship with CSA. I still have my relationship with AKA. I'm sure I could work something out and go train with those guys. But I don't. Yeah, I've just been really engulfed with Gorilla lately. So it's been tough for me to, talk to people from other gyms. Not that I'm opposed to it. It's just I'm real busy. I got a new position. I got a lot of learning to do when it comes to like running ins and outs of the business. And above and beyond that, I'm just trying to build what Gorilla is. I'm trying to build them from an MMA standpoint. Their grappling is already really established, but we got a handful of young fighters, and I'm just really trying to cultivate hard work and intensity with them. So, well, I think all my fights as of recently are kind of the same. I'm going to take you to your weakness. Where I feel Adam is weak, I don't even. I'm not even a big like person that watches tape, so I don't want to sit here and say, oh, he has this tendency. I'm going to exploit that. It's got a general idea of what Adam's good at. I'm going to play with him and see what openings he gives me. But I feel like I'm better in all areas than him. I really do. I feel like I'm a lot more experienced than him. I feel like the two guys that beat him aren't on my level either. So I think I'm the toughest fight. And what's funny is I have to say this is, Adam's been on the main card like every single fight, and I was a little taken back that he's fighting me, and we're on the prelims. And now, at the same time, I looked at the card, and this card is like saturated with big name talent, including the main event with Quentin Jackson and Vanderlei Silva, and then the semi-main event is like the welterweight and the middleweight champion, and then they're starting the welterweight tournament. So I totally understand, after looking at it and kind of studying a little bit, but like I said, I was a little taken back that we weren't on the main card. So I'm excited. I'm excited to go out there and perform and to take a little bit of the hype that Adams created for himself and that Bellator has created for him.
How do you think the San Jose Sharks are going to do this season? I saw they, signed Vander Kane to a long extension there. It seems like they're going hard again. I mean, every year they're always close, but they can never seem to get it done.
Yeah, man, I know. I would be lying to you if I told you I was well educated like you, my Canadian friend. I hope they do well. I'll have to look into it a little bit. My wife's giving me the thumbs up, so she's stoked. She has faith in the Sharks. Yeah, we got faith. Well, this year is like the year of the Raiders, because the last year the Raiders are in Oakland, and I've been a diehard Raider fan since I've been a little kid. So I'm really hoping that John Gruden goes in there and just starts to fire our last season here, and I get to attend some playoff games. I'm excited for that. But definitely the hockey season coming up. Sharks all the way, baby.
I love it. That sounds great. And this is going to be a great fight, man. It's coming up here September 29th. It's Bellator 206. James, always a pleasure talking to you, man. Just remind people where they can find you on social media. And if you have any sponsors or shout outs, the floor is yours.
Heck yeah. Okay. So yeah, follow me on Instagram, because obviously I need that. my Instagram is Intense1. The O is a 0. So Intense0NE. Just spell it out. Intense1. James Terry on Facebook, on Twitter. Shoot, I haven't used Twitter in forever. I think James Terry, I don't know, just look me up. Possibly Intensity or Intense1 also. I'm not a big fan of Twitter. It's like too political. I like pictures. Instagram, follow me. But yeah, so my sponsors, GFY Gear, they've been with me since day one, so I really appreciate them. And of course, Gorilla Jiu-Jitsu, my new home. So thank you guys for helping me out. Chris Shelton at Morning Crane, he's been really helping me out over the years. He does a lot of body work and stuff. And then my buddy at VR Flooring, so Rolls Ranch, they also been sponsoring me. They got it's a wedding venue down in Gilroy. Let's see who else. Lana Egg Whites, man. Lana's Egg Whites has been being a big supporter of me as well. So thank you, Lana. I got Sept's been hooking me up, and then this energy supplement called Energex. Energex has been awesome. Emmerich is the owner. You guys look him up on Facebook. He's like a famous bodybuilding. I don't know. Somebody that knows a lot. What is that called? Like a connoisseur. He's like a bodybuilding supplement connoisseur. But yeah, Energex is awesome. So Livermore Barbershop. It's my hometown where I've been living the last 10 years. So they've been hooking me up. Hopefully the hairs did right. Livermore Barbershop, you guys helped me out. And then Security Cabling Solutions down in San Jose. SCS. Thank you. Yeah, Tegan likes it. And then I had one more. What was the last one? Oh yeah, and then Fast and Furious Detailing down in Gilroy. So thank you guys, Fast and Furious Detailing.
What's up, fight fans? If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to see even more interviews with your favorite UFC and Bellator fighters. We've also got coverage at events, including post-fight press conferences and media scrums. And if you like this video, check out the video to my right. It's worth your time.